now.
Namaste, Father.
Namaste, my dear. Are we still on the awareness of the perception of the hand or no?
Yes, there is part of it. Well, I came up because I hadn't come up for a long time.
Yeah.
And when you said this, like, I don't know if the difference between like the looking at the hand and the awareness, I don't find a difference.
Yeah.
Okay,
can we first make sure we are on the same page so that the conversation is simpler. You are aware that you are perceiving this hand, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. Who is that you that is aware?
My true I.
Yes. So can it be, do you perceive this true I?
I cannot perceive it.
Is it just a thought, the true I?
No.
So it's not a perception and it is not a thought. You see?
No.
Then how do you know it? Because in the world, we know things with perception and thought, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everything that we know in the world is because we have a thought or we have a perception, usually a combination of both. You see? But this awareness, that I am this awareness, that is, you cannot think about it, you see? Or neither can you perceive it.
No.
You see? So because it is a non-usual way of knowing, you see, but it is very, very simple, very, very organic, very natural for us, you see. But in the human condition, we seem to have stopped relying on this simple knowing and started relying more on conceptual knowing, mental knowing, you see, and that is causing all of this trouble. You see? Now, if you don't go to your mind in terms of what it has to report about your condition or your reality in any way, you see, then what can you speak just intuitively?
Nothing. I cannot, like, nothing comes up if it's.
Yeah. So trust that nothing also. Trust that nothing also. You see? Trust that nothing. Allow yourself to remain in that nothing. Because I can tell you that this expression of satsang also comes from that same place. You see, I'm not saying this so that you have to rush your intuition to provide satsang words in this mouth or something. You see, I'm just saying that the mind will tell you, but you cannot live from there. You need me for the daily life, for the practical life, all these distinctions we make. No, the mind will come and say, but in the practical life, you need the mind. You see, but you have to check on that, whether in that same place, let's call it intuition, whether in your intuition not just your true nature, your true self is apparent to you, but is your intuition not enough to run this life, to provide enough guidance or to move this body like it wants? Is there something missing? Is there something lacking in this intuition?
No. Nothing is lacking.
Nothing, no?
I can feel like my body, and there is like some part that wants to present as I'm tense, you know? I can see you.
Yeah. Okay,
But
now,
something tells. But
sorry, my dear, sorry, but
no, no, no.
the same report, make it from your heart.
Then there is nothing. I cannot like.
Allow yourself to trust this. You see, allow yourself to trust this, and it will use your mouth in whichever way it wants. It'll use your body in whichever way it wants. This is the divine guidance, which needs no intervention from the mind to run this life.
So without wanting to, I was giving the mind the allowance to interpret what the isness was saying many
Yes,
times.
yes. And so what happens is that the mind is nothing but an interpreter. You see, it's an interpreter which is trying to interpret life for you. What it is to interpret what is showing up for you. It is trying to tell you that this which is appearing in front of you, this is what it means. You see, but now we have gone beyond those trivial meanings of the mind. You see, I'm just going to change my mic for a moment. Okay, I hope I'm still audible.
Yeah.
So, so, so it is an interpretation machine. It's a meaning-making machine. You see, and the our condition has become like this, where every moment, if you're not able to interpret everything, no, we feel like there's something missing in our life. You see, and so it's just going from moment to moment, looking at things and saying, ah, okay, this is what this means. Then going to the next moment, say, what's this? What's this? Ah, this is what this means. Then what's this? What's this? No, this is what this means. You see, but actually it doesn't mean any of that. We're just grasping at these wrong subtitles, and we're thinking that this is what life is showing us. You see, so stay with the movie, stay with your pure perception, stay with your heart, and you don't have to determine the nature of anything using this interpretation tool. Sometimes it will feel a bit wobbly because you will get into situations where you will not, it seems like you won't have the answer. What does this mean? What's happening to me? Some sensation is coming, or somebody is saying something to you, and you don't know how to deal with it. You see?
Yeah.
And it's fine, allow that, and you see how your heart responds. Allow yourself to feel that wobbliness. Allow yourself the fear of feeling lost. You see, otherwise, in our condition, we become so mental that we can't stand in a line. If we're standing in a line at McDonald's, even before we waited for the one who's at the counter to ask us what do we want, we have to repeat it to ourselves 10 times and say, oh, I'm going to say this, I'm going to say this and this. You see? This is the fear of meeting life moment to moment, no? We always want to preempt it and say, okay, this man is going to come to me, this is what I should tell him. You see, if I get a phone call from this one, this is what I should say. You see, everything has become so scripted in a way, and mentally scripted, that the freshness of what has to show up is just taken away from us in that. You see, but birds don't live like that, I feel. Like animals don't live like that, trees don't live like that. They're very free, you see. They seem to be very free. Sometimes I was telling them the other day that sometimes from here now I can see from here that there's a small lotus pond and there's a paint bucket and there's water in both. You see, so sometimes a pigeon comes, it drinks from the lotus pond, sometimes it drinks from the paint bucket. It is not bothering about these distinctions. You see, whatever it shows up, it's not saying this is good, this is bad, this is better, this is worse, this is what I should always do, I should not do this. Its life is not so military, regimented, it is just open, open. Like you don't know what's going to happen next moment. I don't know what's going to happen in the next moment. You see, that's the joy of this. No? There's the wonder in this. Anything can show up. There's some. 1 second. Yes, Mati, go ahead.
I just don't want to talk for talking, I never like talking for talking.
Yeah, but all this also now we can leave aside. Like if your heart is putting words in your mouth, say them. Don't make any preconditions. Don't say I don't like this, I like this more. You see, I want to live like this, I don't want to live like this. Who knows? You see, you may become so empty that your body just becomes such a perfect vessel for the words of God that you're just always talking. Who can tell these things? We cannot say.
True. So, because I used to interpret this feeling, I like no feeling, having no feeling, as something wrong, and that really created me very nervous. And I guess that's not a big deal.
Yes, yes. You become open to all of this. You become more and more open to all of this. And you see, the mind can make anything right or wrong. For some, they're trying to come to a no feeling state because they've had enough with feelings. So they're trying to come to a no feeling state. I don't want no feeling, no? Like that. And some are saying, I want only some feeling. Bliss can come, but anger cannot come. You see, joy can come, but lust cannot come. They're trying to micromanage what feelings we can have, you see. But all of this is, you see, is not true. Whatever has to come will come.
I trust you very much.
That's good.
In everything. I just didn't have the feeling to come up before because of that, because I felt your support so much. But I just really felt like I have to come, like, I don't know if it's, I just felt like coming up, just to say hi and to, I don't know, I'm just like here, just, I don't know, like when I pray, like I give you my mind, and I don't know if it's that, that I'm like leaving everything under your feet and you take me and that's it,
Very good, very good. Allow your heart to unfold in this way. Allow your heart to unfold in this way. It's beautiful. It's very good.
Thank you, Father.
Thank you, my dear.